Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at Leetcode 921 minimum add to make parentheses valid. So given a string s of left parentheses and right parentheses, we add the minimum number of parentheses and in any position so that result parenthesis string is valid formally. A parenthesis string is valid if only if it's empty, or it can be written as AB, A concatenated with B, where A and B are valid strings, or it can be written as like this, where A is a valid string. Given a parenthesis string, return the minimum number of parentheses we must add to make the resulting string valid. So the explanation is really confusing, but it actually means that left parenthesis must be closed by right parenthesis to make it valid. If like right parentheses come before left parenthesis, it's unmatched and it has to, you should like, your output should plus equal 1. So for this example, this right parenthesis and this left parenthesis match, so they offset each other. So they offset, and you are left with the right parenthesis that is not closed. So your output is 1. So for this example, there's 3 left parentheses and they're not closed by right parentheses. So that's why the output should be 3. And for this one, they offset each other, so the output should be 0. And for this one, this parenthesis, they're matching, so it offset each other. For this 2 parentheses, there are no left parentheses before them, so your output should be 2 at this point. And for this 2 left parentheses, they're not matched with right parenthesis after it, so your output should be plus equal plus 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. So basically this question just means that left parentheses are matched with right parentheses, but left parentheses has to come before right parentheses. Okay, so there are 2 approaches. One is keeping a stack and like appending left parentheses to the stack, but the space complexity is going to be OM because you're keeping a stack. Another optimal solution will be O1 space. So O1 space solution is like, I have the number of left parentheses and we initialize it to 0. We have number of right parentheses, we initialize to 0, and we have our count, which is our result, we initialize it to 0. And for each like a character or each symbol in the array, if like it's a right parenthesis, then if it's a right parenthesis, then there are like 2 scenarios. One is like for this example 1. So if we are at this point, one scenario is that if left parenthesis is greater than 0, so at this point it's like 1, right? If it's greater than 0, then we can decrease the left parenthesis number by 1. Another scenario is that for example, it's like right parenthesis and we have no left parentheses, then we know at this point we have to increase our count by 1, because there is impossible to have a left parenthesis matching it, because at this point our left parenthesis is 0, right? So our output should, no matter what, increase by 1. Else, so this means our symbol is a left parenthesis. If it's a left parenthesis, we just increase our left parenthesis count by 1. And in the end, we output the left parenthesis and the count. So let's go through some example. So for example 1, our left parenthesis is 1. At this point, we have a right parenthesis, and we check whether left parenthesis is greater than 0. It is. Then we decrease the left parenthesis count by 1. So it's 0 again. And at this point, we check if we have any left parenthesis. If it's greater than 0, it's not. So at this point, no matter what, we have an unmatched right parenthesis, so we increase our count by 1. At the end, we output left parenthesis as count. Let's go through another example. So initially they're all 0. Our left parenthesis is 1 at this point.